Silver Showdown, government minted coins versus novelty coins. What's worth your money? That's what we're talking about today. I'm Nose for Silver. And if you've ever been curious about government versus novelty coins, well, this video is for you. So let's dive in.
Well, Herman, I don't know anything about coins, but I know that that is special.
Government minted coins are official coins produced by national mints like US Mint Silver Eagle or Canada's Maple Leaf. Right here we have the Australian koala, if you can see that, and also the Krugerrand, which is another famous one from South Africa. These are all government minted coins. They're made with a guarantee of silver purity, usually around 999, and they are legal tender. That means they're backed by the government for their face value, but their real worth comes from their silver content and their collectability. On the other hand, novelty coins are privately made, often with fun designs. Think like Star Wars characters, superheroes, or even memes like Dogecoin or Bitcoin. They may have some silver, but they're not legal tender, and their purity isn't always guaranteed. Yet, if you get an official novelty coin, it will usually measure 999 silver. But you guys probably already knew all that. So let's get down to the value comparison of these different types of coins. So which one holds more value? Well, let's first talk about the intrinsic value. Government minted coins are tied to the spot price of silver. For example, 1 ounce Silver Eagle might have a face value of $1, but its silver content could be worth $30 or more, depending on the market. Plus, some coins gain numismatic value. Rare editions can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars beyond their worth of their monetary content. Novelty coins, well, it's a little trickier. They are made with silver most often, and they might be worth melt value, or they might be worth a lot more, depending on the vibe of the coin. Most of their worth comes from collector interest, so it just depends what you have. Here, for example, is an older bullion novelty coin. Now, this one is probably from the 80s, yeah, 89. And that is videotape right there. And this is made of Video Promotions, LTD Limited. And this is a novelty coin. And when it came out, it probably wasn't as novel. But now, in the year 2025, this coin has probably risen in novelty value because of its obsolescence now of the VHS tape to watch movies. So it's a pretty interesting novelty coin to have in a collection, just because I doubt there's many of these floating around anymore. And we all know no one watches VHS anymore. So when it comes to value, both the government minted coins and the novelty coins can really vary a lot. I mean, this Philharmonic is not going to hold much of a premium. It'll hold a premium of maybe $4 over spot price. That's like maybe $40 it would sell for, we'll say right now. But then again, you see this coin right here is a non-government minted Trump coin. And depending on Trump's popularity in office and his fan base of MAGA, you can probably sell one of these coins often, say $50. So it's really hard to tell the value and the worth of novelty versus government coins, because it really just depends on the popularity of the topic and the rarity of the coin in and of itself, whether it be government or novelty. Now let's talk about passion, because there is passion for both types of coins. However, when it comes to government minted coins, all these that you see right here, these are all foreign governments, but you know, the American Silver Eagle, I mean, that's just one of the most iconic coins. And all of these government coins in their just standard strike format are going to pull a small premium above spot because there's millions of them made every year. But when you start talking about proof editions, which mean it's going to be shinier, sometimes there's a reverse proof, so the reverse image will be shinier, and those start getting into much more limited numbers. There are some Libertad reverse proofs that you can only get 500 of, and that just makes it super collectible. With the Silver Eagles, American coins, usually even their proofs and reverse proofs are a little more populated, but they do still pull a premium. Novelty coins, on the other hand, they're not really going to be in the proof or reverse proof business, so that essence of collectability really is not there. But the subject matter is there. So the collectability of the subject matter can definitely increase or even decrease the value of a novelty coin. Here, for example, is, this is just going to be a popular one almost all the time. Not because it's anything special, but just because it's semi-crass and it's a fun coin for people to have to flip and see what happens, because the opposite side of that says you lose. So it's kind of just a novelty, funny coin that will always carry a premium. Both government minted or novelty coins can act as very nice gifts. On the government minted side, people tend to give the gift of the year of birth, say an American Silver Eagle from 2025 if a child was born this year, and some people still have the gifts that they were given upon birth from their birthdays of the Silver Eagle that was given to them. So that's a really popular way to gift government minted coins. And on the other hand, novelty coins, sometimes they say Happy Father's Day, congratulations on graduating, or anything like that. And that's even Happy Easter, honestly. That's one I've seen for sale lately. Those definitely won't hold as much value as a older Silver Eagle or government minted coin of the year of birth. So there's really a lot of different ways to gift either type of coins, but on the gifting side of novelty coins, usually they won't hold their value as much as a gifted government minted coin. Now, before you buy either, you really have to watch out. For government coins, one of the biggest things you need to watch out for are counterfeits, because people counterfeit popular government minted coins all the time, and unfortunately, they've been becoming very good at it. I did a video recently, I think you can see it right here, I'll link it above, but it's about Morgan silver dollars being faked. And those fakes look pretty good, but to a real silver collector, I mean, you can spot it pretty easily. But if you were just giving it as a gift to someone, either party might never know. Now, for novelty coins, they definitely can be faked, but they're faked in a different manner. Say this coin right here. That is a Trump 2025 coin that looks like it's silver. But these coins will often pull on people's heartstrings, and they'll sell as pure silver, but they won't actually be silver. When you put them on a silver tester, they'll measure as fake almost every time whenever you buy one of those very politically charged or just of the moment coins, say a Bitcoin silver coin. You got to really be careful about what you're buying when it comes to those type of coins where they have people outside of the coin collecting realm really try to get pulled in, and they might get pulled in buying something that's not even real. Now, if you're looking for a verdict between government and novelty coins, well, I might have something that's good and in the middle, because governments across the world make commemorative and sometimes what you would call novelty coins. Here, for example, is a government minted coin from the USA. It has a dollar value of $1, but you can see here it's celebrating baseball. To me, that looks like Nolan Ryan, but it doesn't say his name anywhere. And it, like I said, is worth $1, so it is backed by the government. As well, here you can see a Marge Simpson coin. This as well is backed by the government. The government, in fact, let me see here, Tululu, I believe, and that's $1 as well. There's that side, and you can see the back side where it's an official coin right there, and you can see the value of the coin right there on the back of it. So it is possible to meet in the middle somewhere without having to get a pure novelty coin or a standard government minted coin, but you can still get a fun coin that's backed by the government. But when it comes down to straight government minted coins that are the official style coin and novelty type of coins, the worth and the value, that's really up to you. Both of them can hold great value and take in great premiums. But at the end of the day, the risk and reward is going to have to be on you. You're going to have to do your research and find out what you feel more comfortable with. You can never go wrong with an officially backed, non-counterproofed government coin. I mean, it's just going to be a standard throughout time, as we've seen for hundreds or even thousands of years. Novelty coins, in all honesty, they might lose their appeal after 100 years, or they might pull even more of a premium after 100 years because they're so limited and so ironic or relevant to that time. You just never really know until that time comes. So that's the showdown between government minted and novelty coins. I would say preferably, now not financial advice, but just my own opinion, government minted would be the way to go if you're silver stacking or just collecting. But it's always fun to add a few novelty coins into your collection because isn't collecting coins supposed to be fun too? Mix of both, you can't go wrong. Well, you can go wrong, but mixing both, you can't go wrong as far as the pleasure of it goes if that's what you enjoy. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Nose for Silver. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We always enjoy your interaction. We're a new channel. We need new help growing, and your engagement would definitely be of assistance. So thank you for getting to this point, and we'll see you next time with more silver on the table later on.